Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to install VectorLinux. VectorLinux is a Slackware-based Linux distribution that runs the XFCE4 desktop environment, and we're going to get right into it. Okay, so here's our VectorLinux live CD. So we're going to kind of shorten it down, and we're going to go down here, we're going to click Menu, Utilities, Gparted. Okay. Now see, this is the unallocated space right here I want to install it to, but it could be different for you. So, welcome to the VectorLinux installer. Select one typo right there. Select one of the following installation methods. Take it from there. If you need more, select the advanced option. So I think I'm gonna go with advanced. I think automatic will just install VectorLinux, you know, as the default, and probably just install it as the only system. But if you want to install it to a separate partition, you do advanced. So I'm going to click forward. Okay, so I will use existing partitions. So it looks like we're going to have to actually create a partition. So I'm going to create one right here. We'll do so it's best that you have it on whatever it puts it. If it puts ext2 like it did here, that means it prefers ext2. So just leave it as that, and we're actually just going to click add. That wasn't even that much of a problem. So all we did was click add and click apply. And it's going to create that partition. Alright, let's see what it's doing. Okay, all operations successfully completed, so that is good. And now we're gonna let it refresh real quick. Okay, so this ext2 dev SDA11 is where we want to install VectorLinux. It could be different for you, but that's where I want to install it. Okay, now it comes up. So, and we're gonna set it as the little dash. We're gonna click on it and set it as the little dash. So it looks like it will format it as an ext3. It doesn't matter, just let it do that. It's fine, just let it do that. So yeah, dev SDA, make sure it matches. Dev SDA 11 20.04 gigabytes. And it will format it as an ext3. That is totally fine. So select packages to be installed in your system. So make sure you select XFCE4 desktop environment, because that will install XFCE4, and if you don't click that, it might not have a graphical interface. I don't know, I've never actually installed it that way, but yeah, just check that option if you want to use it with a graphical interface. So now we're going to do our username. Select a bootloader. We're going to do grub2 because actually let's just do none. I already have a bootloader. If you don't already have a bootloader, then install grub2, because Lilo is not the best, so just install grub. And so since I click none, it doesn't matter where we're going to install this bootloader. Make this bigger. So it might do that for a bit, and it's fine. Okay. So I think this means it's installing. So right now it's installing our system. And yeah, that's fine. So that's how you do it. Alright guys, so if while you're installing VectorLinux, if you chose not to install a bootloader because you already had one, then chances are VectorLinux isn't on there, and we're going to get it on there. So now what you need to do, you need to boot into your host operating system that hosts the grub, or your bootloader, like the one that installed it. For example, this is Debian Cinnamon, which is the system where my grub bootloader is hosted. Anyway, so we're gonna, once you get into that operating system, we're gonna type in a terminal. Again, this is optional only if you have multiple systems. Sudo update grub. We're gonna enter our password. Okay. And there we go. That will generate the grub configuration file. As you can see, that's what it's doing right here. So that's what we want it to do. So yeah, just let it do that and then wait for the next step. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you'd like future videos on Linux installation guides or other techie stuff, please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of my future content. We'll see you next time.